Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ethereal Enigma. You're watching Javelin Studios and I am Javelin. And in the last episode, we begin our trip to the hot springs. We had our first day. We trekked to the gardens. I think we went to the gardens along with Kira, and we told ghost stories around the campfire. And yeah, that's about it. Long story short. And today we're gonna do, day two of the hot springs trip. And yeah, without further ado, I will start now. I awaken to my classmates shifting around the cabin. Blinking blurry eyes, I sit up in my bunk. Everyone is buzzing excitedly about something. As I catch pieces of conversation, I become more alert. Tonight, we get to soak in the hot springs. Energized, I hop out of bed and head to the washroom to change and get ready for the day. When I return to my bunk, I see Kosei sitting on his bed chatting with Daisuke. He waves me over when he spots me.
My man! I was just telling Daisuke what a good soccer player you are.
Daisuke smiles.
Yes, so I hear. How come you didn't try out for the club?
Well, depending on what club I'm joining, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if the dialogues will be different if I join the soccer club, but I think I'll try in another later episode. So for now, I think we are assuming we are in a different club. I'm not sure if where we choose our club. I think it's still in the future build part. Yeah, the one when you're talking to the one. I think there's a few options when you're hanging out with Kosei in the end of episode 1, I guess. I don't think that's the point where you're actually supposed to join a club. I think it's just I don't know, maybe additional dialogues about how Kosei would react for each club you join. I guess it's not a decisive choice making part. I guess it's not a very decisive moment. I think where club decide I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I think when picking clubs become decisive, it's later when you're going to the club fair, I guess. So depending on what club you're joining, I guess I choose the first one. The soccer club looked cool, but soccer is not my passion. I'm really enjoying the club I picked though. It's a lot of fun.
Following your passion is great.
Yeah, if they have a Nerf club, hint hint, I would definitely join. Cozy nuts. Or maybe some shooting club like airsoft, I guess. An alternative, or paintball club. Well, we'll see when the full build comes out, I guess. Daisuke smiles warmly.
Well, if you ever want to play or practice, let me know.
That's actually a great idea!
Kosei throws his arms around the two of us.
We should all play together sometime. Daisuke's a killer striker.
Thanks, Kosei, but I'm not that good.
Don't be modest. You're a new student who made it onto first string. That's amazing!
Daisuke's ears redden in embarrassment.
I've still got a lot to learn.
It's pretty rare for a first year or transfer student to make it onto the starting lineup. Daisuke must be a really talented player. That's really great. How long have you been playing? He hesitates.
Not that long, but I've always been athletic. I did a lot of conditioning and training exercises growing up, so the transition into the sport was pretty easy.
Daisuke was telling me the type of exercises he used to do at his old school. Really hardcore stuff. They used to start each training session with a 2-mile run.
My eyes widened. Wow, can you imagine if you have to do that every practice, Kosei?
I'd be dead.
Or a starter?
Definitely dead.
Daisuke laughs.
I bet you could do it. You've got the drive if you put your mind to it.
But I think Kosei is a goalie. If you all remember his not free time event, I guess it's somewhat I'm not sure if it's a free time event or a story-driven plot line, uh, or as in part of the main story. He's a goalie. I think goalie does different training regimens. Well, I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so that's kind of how I know that. But yeah, I think still, I think they did training more or less the same, only with additional goalie stuff. I don't know.
In fact, maybe we should start working up to that.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, great.
Daisuke chuckles at the strained look on Kosei's face. He checks the time and stands.
It's been nice chatting, but I need to get back to my group. Our class is doing some sort of culture excursion.
Have fun with that.
Thanks.
I wave as he leaves. When he's out of sight, I turn to Kosei. He seems like a cool guy. Kosei nods.
Yeah, I've been practicing with him a lot. He can get pretty intense sometimes, but that's not always a bad thing on the soccer field.
It takes one to know one.
Huh?
Nothing. Kosei can get pretty intense too. No wonder the two of them get along so well. Don't we have some kind of class activity too?
Oh yeah, we'd better go before we're marked late.
He jumps off the bed, then sighs.
I can't believe we still have to learn even when we're not in school.
Yeah, look on the bright side. At least we're not in school, we're out of the classroom. It does feel a little strange to still have class outside of school, but being outside in nature is a refreshing change. On the plus side, the view here is much more nicer than the classroom. Kosei looks out of the window and grins.
You make an excellent point, my man. It's good to see the positive side of things.
After gathering our things, we head out of the cabins and join the rest of our class. Misato leads us through the grounds, talking about the history of the camp resort and the health benefits of the hot springs. After the tour, we are divided into smaller groups for more in-depth lessons. There's a small museum on the resort that has more information on the formation of the hot springs. It's actually pretty interesting to learn how natural hot springs are formed. These happen to be safe for bathing, but some hot springs are naturally so hot that they can boil an egg. I definitely have a greater appreciation for the intricacies of nature and the earth. We're then given some time to create presentations on what we've learned so we can present to the class. Finally, our group activity is finished and we're dismissed for the evening. Misato announces the time for dinner, but otherwise we are free to do as we wish. Kosei and I grab what we need from our cabins, then rush to the hot springs, our spirits soaring.
I can't wait to let the healing wash over me.
Same here. We pass through the changing room and rinse off in the showers before lowering ourselves into the heated pool. They're using the background from Crystalline, and I'm surprised. And this one, it doesn't crop out, and the back there's no black lines on top of, nor the bottom, which is a good thing, I guess. A few of our classmates have the same idea and lounge in small groups around the spring. Kosei lies back against the ledge, letting his limbs splay out around him.
Ah, this is the life.
I bask in the calm water, feeling the warmth from out the way, any lingering fatigue or tension. Closing my eyes, a contented sigh escapes me. Together, we sit in silence, soaking in the tranquility. This is so relaxing. I wonder how the girls are faring on their side. Are they relaxing too? Only a thin wall divides the men's and women's hot springs. Straining my ears, I hear the faint sound of voices. Well, this is the part where, well, it's a hot spring scene. Things can go pretty differently depending on what you choose. So, I'll leave this for another episode. I'll do the alternative scenes when in another episode, I guess. So for now, we're just gonna choose the correct and best option possible in this case, in the main playthrough. So what are the girls talking about? I wonder what the girls are talking about.
Me too.
Maybe we should go check it out. He shakes his head.
No way, dude! Sneaking into the girls' side never ends well. Besides, the water is so nice I never want to leave.
We have Protagonist plot armors. So yeah, there's only one correct option. You just won't get caught and it's fine. We just won't get caught and it's fine. That's because those people got caught. They're noobs, I guess. We won't get caught and everything will go smoothly. Kosei hesitates us, thinking it over. Agreed. I think I've got him. Come on, you know you want to. What if they're talking about you? His eyes widen.
It better be about how great I look.
Maybe, maybe not. We won't know unless we go. Just when I think Kosei's about to crack, he abruptly shakes his head.
No, that's a bad idea. I'm staying here.
Well then. He sinks lower into the water, his decision final. Well, the only game that your best friend did not follow us to the other side. We did it. Not we did it. Sho Shinjiro from Ace Academy also do it, and as well as Zack from Crystalline. Both of them, yeah, they're steady dudes. They follow us, the main character, to the other side. Yeah, and I don't think, yeah, in Crystalline you won't get. I don't think you got caught. Wait, I think you did. Well, I haven't continued Crystalline in a while, so yeah, my priorities are on this game for now. So if I have the time, I might just go back when I have the time. I'll do Crystalline for sure, but for now, I'll just prioritize Ethereal Enigma. And for Ace Academy, I'm not too sure about that, but I did promise that I would do it. But yeah, this is on a later priority scale. Yeah, in Ace Academy, you technically got caught, but you can choose not to admit it and they won't even know. If you admit it, that's the end of the line. So yeah, I'll continue right now. I sigh. Well, I'm still going to go with or without you. As Kosei leans back into the swirling steam, I carefully get out of the pool and wrap myself in a towel. I wander through the grounds, trying to look nonchalant. Scaling the wall is out of the question, and I can't just waltz into the girls' side through the main entrance. There has to be some kind of passage that connects the two springs. Luck is on my side as I stumble upon a dimly lit back hallway. I assume it's used by maintenance, and it's exactly what I needed. And need. This must be a sign. Clearly, I am meant to witness the girls. If only Kosei had the same faith. I walk through the empty hallway, my footsteps echoing off the walls. Suddenly, I pause. There's another set of echoing footsteps. I want to hide, but it's a narrow passageway. All I can do now is pray and that it's Kosei changing his mind. The second pair of footsteps pauses, and I'm slightly surprised to see who is walking towards me.
Cousin.
Cousin? We both look at each other, simultaneously keeping cool while guessing what the other is doing. Are you going where I think you're going?
Yep. Are you?
Yep. I see you two are a Maeno of culture. I nod and she returns the nod. Great minds think alike.
I won't say anything if you don't.
Same. Good luck out there.
You too.
With a newly formed understanding, we each continue our way. I'd forgotten that Mina would be in the spring too, but this has solved that problem. Everything is falling into place. This really is meant to be. I briefly consider what surprise Mina has in store for Kosei before refocusing on my goal. The passage ends with an alcove right outside of the woman's hot spring. Quietly, I sneak over to a dark corner. Through the curling vapors, I spot Erilynn and Kira and situate myself behind the nearest jutting this word boulder. Thank you to whoever designed that hot spring. Must be outside to maximize the number of hiding places. You are the real MVP. I like this one. Erilynn lounges casually in the water while Kira leans against the side. Between the dark water and the steam, I can't see anything properly. I take it back. Whoever knows how to fix the view would be the real MVP. Erilynn looks up and I flatten myself behind the boulder. When I peek out again, she addresses Kira.
Do you think Mina successfully infiltrated the boys' side?
Yeah, she's resourceful.
Erilynn sighs, leaning back down.
How boring. It's much more relaxing here.
Her suggestion to go find the boys surprised me.
Did it?
Kira blinks.
It didn't surprise you?
Of course not. Mina obviously wanted a peek.
She said she wanted to play a prank on Kosei.
Yes, that's what she said, but it's obviously not what she meant. She wanted to check him out. Anyone with eyes can tell that she likes him.
I guess I'm not the only one who's noticed. Kira nods.
They don't hide their feelings well, except from each other.
I wonder how long it'll take before they realize the other likes them. Maybe they'll realize it tonight when she finds him.
Kira looks skeptical.
I doubt it. I think it'd be weird when she sees her cousin there too.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Why not?
Because he's here.
What? How is that possible? Erilynn sits up straight, staring in my direction. She shouts.
I know you're here! Reveal yourself!
Panic rose into my limbs, freezing them in place. What do I do? Well, I don't think she saw us. No. There's no way that Erilynn actually knows. If she did, she had called me out when I got in. No. She's making a wild guess. I have no idea why, but I won't let her know that she's right. After a moment of silence, Erilynn crosses her arms and shouts again. Angrier this time.
Stop pretending you didn't hear me. We know you're here, so you may as well show yourself.
Okay, now I'm not so sure. I think she may actually know that I'm here. Which one is it again? Yeah, this one. Even if she knows that I'm here, I won't give up without fight. If Erilynn wants to see me so badly, she's going to have to come find me herself. I remain firmly obscured by the boulder and wait. The seconds feel like hours. Kira is the first to break the silence.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just checking.
No one's here.
I suppose not.
Do you always like to just check?
Well, no. But I have my suspicions about a certain someone. And knowing what Mina is up to, it seems likely that he was thinking the same thing. After all, they are related.
She shrugs.
But it seems I was wrong.
That may be for the best.
Agreed.
I clamp my hand over my mouth to stop from laughing. Ha! Guess she isn't so right after all. I mean, technically she is, since I am here, but she doesn't know that, and she won't have to know. Erilynn shifts again, positioning herself in front of Kira.
Since it's confirmed to be just us girls here, let's discuss a more interesting topic.
Kira cocks her head to the side.
What do you want to talk about?
The boy you like.
Kira blinks.
Huh?
Erilynn smirks.
No need to be coy. You must have a crush on someone at the school.
That's a weird blink when you wink. Haha, rhymes. My instinct is to listen closely, but then a pang of guilt hits my chest. Maybe I shouldn't be hearing this. No, wait, this is what yeah, that's why we're here. But I don't care. This stuff is juicy. I lean in a little closer so I can hear better. Kira hesitates. Her cheeks, already pink from the heat, turn bright red.
Why do you think that?
My heart quickens. What does that mean? Does she actually like someone?
That means you do. Who is it?
I scoot dangerously close to the edge of the rock. Although I risk getting caught, I need to know the answer. Kira shakes her head. It's doesn't know because she's shy or no because she doesn't like anyone. I secretly hope that Erilynn would push for an answer, but she just sighs and leans back along the edge of the pool.
If you don't wish to say, then I suppose it'll do no good to pry.
No! Erilynn is normally so demanding. Why does she choose now to be respectful? There's a moment of silence.
Do you like someone?
I lean in closer again. Erilynn scoffs.
Please, nobody here is even close to a suitable match.
I see.
Well, this was a lot less interesting than I thought it would be. Well, it depends on how you interact with both of them. So, for this playthrough, I never chose Erilynn to hang out with, so that's Erilynn's answer. But yeah, if you hung out more, yeah, it actually depends. So if you hung out with Erilynn and never with Kira, Erilynn would have I'm not sure she would say that she would hint that she has feelings for someone, but Kira would just say no. And if we are two-timing the girls, which is depending on who you're hang out with more, I guess in let's say Kira for example, if you hung out with Kira more, she would have the reaction we're seeing right now, and Erilynn would act a little slightly different, I guess. So I'll make a video on, in the future video I will make let's say I think I will make a, what's that called? They say it's a jealousy route, which means that you're hanging out with both of them at the same time. So I think that when the full game comes out, you won't be able to get either of them as a girlfriend. I guess you get neither both of them. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that in a separate video regarding both of their reactions. So yeah, I'm gonna choose a lot of I have to replay the game by choosing different options, stuff like that. Other girls soon arrive at the hot springs. Erilynn and Kira quickly switch to a less private topic. I've learned all I needed, but I better get back before Erilynn tries that trick again or someone discovers me for real. Carefully, I duck back into the passage. I'm about to return to the men's hot spring when I remember that Mina headed there. That would be an awkward encounter. I'm sure Kosei will forgive me for not returning. Changing course, I head back to the cabin. Kosei is nowhere to be found. He's probably already at dinner. I quickly showered and changed, then go join up with my friends. My nose leads me towards the dining area, and my stomach grumbles at the tempting smells. I can't wait to eat. Students cluster in groups around the long tables. I spot Kosei and Mina at one table. They sit silently across from each other, both refusing eye contact. Neither of them move when I sit down. I look back and forth between the two. Okay, what's going on?
Nothing?
Nothing.
The two of them answer simultaneously, then quickly turns away. Seriously? This is weird. What happened at the hot springs?
Nobody saw anything at the hot spring.
Kosei blurts the words out in a panic. Mina shoots him a sharp glare. Okay, that random outburst makes me think that maybe somebody did.
No, you're wrong. Mina saw nothing.
That means Mina saw something.
Kosei, shut up.
Kosei clamps up. Did Mina see something she wasn't supposed to? He vigorously shakes his head.
No. What part of Mina saw nothing? Did you not understand?
Mina saw nothing. The 3 words. But
End of story.
I shift my gaze to Kosei, who refuses to look me in the eyes. I'll get him to crack when we're back in the cabin, away from Mina's piercing gaze. Yeah, this is going to get funny. I can tell. And yeah, spoiler, not so much of a spoiler, I already know. If you say so. Erilynn and Kira finally arrived. They hurry over and join us at our table. Both of them look happy and refreshed. Mina glances at me and raises a brow before addressing the girls.
You two look like you had a nice time in the hot spring.
Yes, it was very relaxing.
Especially because there was no one there who shouldn't have been there.
That's great.
I tried to keep a straight face as both Mina and Kosei look at me. He leans over to me and lowers his voice so the girls can't hear.
Did you make it to the other side?
Yep.
But do they know that?
Nope. It doesn't always end badly. Kosei looks impressed. The conversation lulls into a natural pause. Our tea arrives and we all take a sip. The warm cup and fragrant aroma are a perfect pair.
So Mina, how did your little excursion go? Was it successful?
This is gonna be funny right now. Mina's face flushes bright red.
No!
Erilynn blinks.
No? You didn't make it?
I mean, yes!
Ooh, then you must tell us what happened.
Kira nods.
Yes, I'm curious too.
Me three. Kosei is suspiciously silent. Realizing she can't deflect any longer, Mina heaves a deep sigh.
It's so embarrassing.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think.
It definitely is.
Just tell us already!
Fine. You wanna help me out here, Kosei?
And Kosei stares at his tea as if it's the most interesting thing in the world.
Nope.
She glares at him, then takes a deep breath.
So I thought it would be funny to hide Kosei's towel, so he wouldn't be able to find it when he got out of the hot spring.
Well, that's kind of a typical prank, but haha! I burst out laughing at the thought of Kosei freaking out and having to walk around naked. Ha! Then Kosei will have to in front of everybody! Mina giggles.
I know, right?
That's a quality prank right there. But it's generic. But another chuckle escapes me. Kosei gives me a weird look.
Dude, it's not that funny.
It totally is!
It's humorous, but I agree. It's not that humorous.
I think it's funny.
Haha! The girls agree.
Anyway, I saw Kosei's towel and I was just about to grab it when Kosei moved and I saw it.
No. She better not be saying what I think she's saying. The girls gasp sharply as Mina covers her face.
Oh no, you didn't.
I did!
You poor thing! You really saw his...
Mina nods, slowly hanging her head in shame.
I saw
You saw?
Don't say it! You promised you wouldn't!
his rubber ducks.
Well, to be honest, it's not supposed to be funny. I don't know, but it is for me. What?
Mina, stop!
I can't, Kosei. It's too late. Now everyone knows that you like to play with rubber ducks in the bath and have them make out.
Well, if you think it in a dirty way, it would be funnier.
It wasn't like that! They were just swimming together and some of them may have bumped into each other.
If you have a dirty mind, the thought would mess up your brain, making it even funnier. You'll get the wrong idea really, really quickly. The girl stared at Kosei and he falls silent, his ears burning.
I don't seem to understand this cultural reference.
Neither do I.
These are actual ducks?
Yeah, a whole pack of them. Yellow rubber squeaky ducks.
Or maybe it could be just his actual I'm not gonna finish that word.
He had more than one?
Or maybe that's his bot.
Yeah.
You can't break up the family! That's cruel!
Erilynn turns to me.
Did you know about this?
I glance at Kosei, who gives me a pleading look. I'd better help my brother out. My lips are sealed.
So you did know.
I'm not even sure right now if are those actually rubber ducks or actually his private parts. I didn't say that.
But you're not denying it.
I just shrugged.
Don't even bother. You won't get a quack out of him. A peep. No, a word out of him.
The girl stared at Kosei while I facepalm. There's no saving him now. Mina turns back to the group.
Do you guys see why I was so embarrassed?
Unfortunately, I do.
Kira offers Mina a comforting pat.
Yes.
Hey, I'm the victim here!
Yeah. But feminism. Oh wait. Okay. Our conversation is cut short when the food arrives. Everyone looks relieved to move on from that topic, especially Kosei. All of my food looks delicious and I dig in immediately. While we eat, Kosei suddenly sits up.
Oh, right! I almost forgot. Check out this cool thing I found.
He reaches into the pocket and shows us a small trinket with intricate hand-carved designs.
Ooh, it's really pretty.
I've never seen that symbol before.
Me neither. What is it?
I'm not sure, but I found it outside of the hot spring. Maybe it's a symbol of this resort.
Erilynn finally glances over and her eyes widen. She snatches it out of Kosei's hands and takes a closer look.
I can't believe it.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, this is a Velden amulet.
Velden?
Sweden! She definitely said Sweden. Kosei looks at each of us.
Dude, I know that there's something you're not telling me.
Why would you think that?
2 reasons. Velden is not a place. And don't try to tell me it's Sweden. I know what I heard this time and the last 20 times. It was Velden. Secondly, nobody here seems surprised that Erilynn just casually name-dropped a place that doesn't exist. So, what's going on?
It seems like there's no more hiding it from Kosei. Nor should we. It's a bit unfair that everyone knows except for him. Yeah, he's a main character here. So yeah, he should know. Mina and Kira both look at me. I just realized that their names rhymed. I guess. I don't know. I think it rhymes. And then all 3 of our gazes fall on Erilynn. She blinks.
What are you all looking at me for?
Because it's your secret.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter to me. You're the one who said not to tell anybody.
That is a very good point. I turn back to Kosei. Okay, you heard right. Erilynn is not from Sweden. She's actually a princess from Velden.
And you all knew this?
So yeah, I nod. Erilynn and I go through the whole story from our chance meeting at the shrine to Kira joining the investigation and Mina accidentally finding out. Kosei listens quietly, his face inscrutable. When we finish, there's silence.
That is so...
So, I grimace, expecting the worst, but Kosei breaks into a white grin.
Cool!
Huh?
I'm friends with someone from a totally different world! And she's actually royalty! I mean, how many people can say that?
Finally, someone who appreciates and respects my lineage. I'll be sure to remember the name of...
Silence.
The name of...
Erilynn coughs.
Kanamara, of course.
Kosei!
He flops onto the table like a fish.
Yes, Kosei, that's what I meant.
I give him a sympathetic pat on the back. At least she got the first letter right. That's progress.
True.
The thought seems to encourage him as he sits back up again. He turns to Erilynn, looking curious.
So, what's Veldin like? Do you guys have flying cars?
Don't be ridiculous. Cars don't fly.
His face falls.
They're self-driving, of course.
That's awesome!
Well, I breathe out a sigh of relief while Kosei asks Erilynn more questions. I wasn't sure how he'd take the news, but I'm glad he believes us. A huge weight lifts from my shoulders. I hadn't realized how much keeping this secret from my best friend was weighing on me. I'm so glad I don't have to lie to him anymore. Soon after dinner concludes with an announcement from Miss Sato.
I hope you all enjoyed your day. I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow evening we'll be returning home. We'll have one more activity in the morning, but afterwards you're free to enjoy your time however you wish. Just don't be late returning to the bus.
When her announcement is over, she ushers everyone back to the cabins. I chat with my classmates in the evening, listening to how their days went. When it's time for lights out, I get ready for bed. My thoughts drift back to the amulet. There must be another Veldin here, but who could it be? Someone from the resort? Someone from school? My eyes grow heavy, and before long, I drift to sleep. The rustling in the cabin wakes me up. I stretch as a groan escapes me. Well, okay. So, I guess that's it. I'll just end the episode right here. So, in the next episode, before I actually do the next part of this story, I think I'll try to make a separate video on the different dialogues that you can get from the hot spring scene. As well, I'll try to cover all of it, I guess. So after that, when that's out of the way, I'll continue with the main playthrough. So I'll just end the episode right here. So thank you guys for watching Javelin Studios. My name is Javelin, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Ethereal Enigma. Signing out. Have a great day, everyone.